Hey guys, what is going on? Robrigo here with TheNewbs, and we've just had all of the information about Season 2 Reloaded for Call of Duty Vanguard and Warzone drop. So let's get straight into what's coming and when. So before we get into what we are actually getting as part of Season 2 Reloaded, let's cover when we'll be getting it. And the content is right around the corner. It'll be dropping at 9 AM Pacific time on March 22nd. That's 12 PM Eastern time or 4 PM UK time. And that update time is limited to multiplayer only. For Warzone, we'll have to wait another 24 hours. So that will be 9 AM Pacific time, 12 PM Eastern time, or 4 PM UK time on March 23rd. So the roadmap for Season 2 Reloaded looks like so. But before we break down exactly what we'll be getting, the big call out to make here is that there is absolutely no new content for zombies in Season 2 Reloaded, at least mentioned on the roadmap. However, there are some minor improvements which I will get into. Now, we did expect this and predicted it in a video we put out a couple of weeks ago, due to the fact that all of the zombies content that dropped at the start of Season 2 was listed on the roadmap at the time, and there was no mention of in-season content. Despite that, as I mentioned, we are getting some small changes, and they are in the form of a dedicated server pause, as well as new covenants. In addition, the new mission that was recently added, known as Sacrifice at the start of Season 2, will be available in all maps. So it's not that meaningful of an update, but that's a situation we're in with zombies. So if you were looking for something more meaningful in terms of zombies content, then I'm afraid it's going to be Season 3 before we get anything more than I've mentioned. Moving on to multiplayer, and the main thing we're getting for Season 2 Reloaded is the new mode known as Arms Race. This mode will pit two teams of 12 against each other to trek across the Alps to capture or take out bases and dominate the enemy. And during that time you can build your loadout with cash earned from eliminations and objective play. As part of this, you'll be able to explore the Alps, which by the way is the dedicated new map that will only be available to play in the new Arms Race mode. And with this will come some new vehicles in the form of motorcycles, CD-12 transports and also tanks. And these will be useful to travel between the bases as I mentioned. We'll do a full guide on how to play this mode as soon as it drops tomorrow, so make sure to have notifications on for that. Finishing off multiplayer, and we'll be getting new skill divisions and rewards in Ranked, and that skill division will give us a top 250 leaderboard. And although it doesn't mention it on the roadmap, when you go into the Call of Duty blog, the rank changes are listed as in season. So it's not a huge update to multiplayer, but I do think we're all keen to see what Arms Race has to offer. Okay, moving on to Warzone, and the first thing to call out there is the overhaul of Rebirth Island. The main changes will focus on areas known as Docks, Stronghold, and the existing prison courtyard. Stronghold was known as Security Area originally, and improvements there include an extended checkpoint gate, garages, and a new admin building, with a walkway over the main booth. You can expect to find lots of supply box and item spawns here, and this has been updated due to the low landing rates of players dropping into that area. The update known as Docks is a completely new area of interest, next to where construction site is based currently on the map, and this will allow you to explore two new large supply ships that you can enter on both the top and bottom decks, so we'd expect to see lots of close quarter combat there. There are also minor changes to Prison Yard, with some reinforced cover over the walkways. We'll also be able to access redeploy balloons and weapon trade stations in the new version of Rebirth Island. In addition to this, we'll also have the Rebirth Reinforced event, and this will allow you to unlock blueprints like the legendary Toxic Heavy LMG, among other things. Aside from that, we'll have 3 game modes coming to Warzone, in the form of Rebirth Payload, Rebirth Blood Money, and Rebirth Resurgence Solos. We've got a guide already on how to play Payload, so I'll drop a link to that in the description below if you want to check it out. Other minor updates to mention include a new operator in the form of Gustavo, a new weapon in the form of the Armaguerra 43, as well as some new bundles. And yes, that does include Snoop Dogg, which is pretty cool that he's coming to Vanguard. But what do you think of the Season 2 Reloaded roadmap? It's a good offering of content in our opinion, but there could have been a lot more to zombies than there is. But let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Just before you go, if this video helped you out or you just enjoy our content in general, then clicking that subscribe button would be really helpful. Take care guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.